go. Okay, let's see. Yeah, sniffles. What, intro music? What do you mean we have intro music? Hey G, hey Susie, hey Toast. Is there music playing? There should not be. There's music? Oh, I know. Let me. Windows updates had to happen on my server, so everything was off. So I had to like remote in from where I'm standing. It's not the most convenient thing. Hang on. Why is there music playing though? What would be music? Oh, the outro song is playing. Why are you playing outro song? There we go. We'll mute it for today. It's just finishing up now. Ah, it's fine. There we go. Fixed. Ah. There's a big container ship going all the way from Sri Lanka over there. And a bit closer we have a ro-ro as well. Oh, but to kick things off, just fresh out of the sluice, I saw it in the sluice when I came over here, the Chios Freedom. There she is. Okay, let me see if everything's set up properly now. Let me do this and then unscrew this. Why did I put my chat phone in my pocket? Hey, FileMeister. You can see the other side again. Yeah, just like Monday. Although it was very rainy earlier, so I'm happy it stopped raining. It shouldn't rain anymore today. I even see some clear blue skies ahead of me, which should be coming my way. So we should be good for at least a few hours. So it should be nice. I noticed when I drove past it, when it was in the sluice, these are like the crane buckets. The big scoops, these orange things, so they park them next to the crane tower. Another thing I noticed, because you literally drive like 10 meters next to them when you come here, if they're in the sluice, this boat is very high. That's a very steep drop in case of emergency. There you go. Hang on, I'm still setting up the phone so I can read chat properly. Well, let's span with the boat for a minute first. We have the statistics. So we do 180 meters. Where is it going? On the way to, wow, Cartagena, Colombia. Going all the way to Colombia? That's cool. I wonder what it's carrying to Colombia. I assume it's loaded because it's pretty deep in the water. That's also, what is it, 9.5 meters deep, so it has to be filled with something. Damn, long journey ahead of it. Yeah, long trip. How long would that be? Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Probably like 3 weeks. What is that, 21 days? Yeah, 21 days, 25 days, something like that. You can probably see on the ETA, December 1st, 17 days, there we go. Of course that's an estimate, but if all goes well, they should be there by the beginning of December. Dude, transporting through the sea is such a different world, like, oh yeah, we'll be there in a month. And we're off. Well, yeah, I guess it just crosses the Atlantic in a straight line, or as straight as it can. So then it's not that far. I think the furthest from here is Asia, probably, since either it's through the Suez Canal, but I see a lot of boats take the Horn of Africa all the way around it, probably because of pirates these days. But those are like, what is it, 30 plus days traveling to Asia. Okay, let me park the camera here. I want to set up the phone mount so I can read chat properly. Might be a little bit shaky. There we go. Let's clamp it in. Yeah, they will not see land. Well, once they get on the Atlantic, I think it's still like a 2-day trip before they like properly leave the North Sea. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm working on an updated version of the overlay with the speed and a little bit of a different look and feel. But so far we don't have the speed on it. You can get a whole lot of painting done at that time. That's true. Not much else to do. Fair. I did see a documentary on like these big container ships. They do have quite a bit of stuff that a lot of checks, right? A lot of daily checks, maintenance checks, and so on. There's a lot less wind than on Monday. I'm happy. Oh, that was horrible. Monday was absolutely horrible at the end. It was so unenjoyable. I have parked my car in a different way though. I'm now like parallel to the water parked. So if I now sit in my trunk, I'm mostly out of the wind. So neat. So what do we have coming up? So there's a Ro-Ro that is now just behind the pier over there. Another Grimaldi Lines yellow buoy. Then it's coming straight from Colombo, Sri Lanka, is this container ship called Theseus. I don't know which company it's from. I couldn't see on the photos. Although it does seem a bit blue now. We'll see when it comes closer. There's a few ships behind that as well. I believe there's a big bulk carrier coming towards Ghent. Although I'm not sure if it's in... I think it's behind the container ship. What else do I see coming from Antwerp? I think I see another bulk type carrier, or is it containers? Can't really tell from over here on my tiny screen. And we also have Mellina back on the river today. Where is she? Hey Bruce. And for the people who are not in my Discord, one of these dredge ships, so like the one that we're looking at, sucked up a World War II bomb. When we were here on Monday, actually, it happened on Monday at some point. One of the dredges sucked up a World War II bomb and it was wedged in the pump. And then luckily there was a marine ship nearby that like came out and recovered the bomb, I guess. And then I think they were gonna explode it on Wednesday, so they probably exploded it somewhere at sea. Hey Datrella, good morning. So yeah, there is some action coming and a bit more action coming from towards the sea. So we should have a nice stream. Was it near this location? I don't know where exactly it was. Because there were multiple dredges active that day, right? We had the Jan van Ghent dredge that was dredging somewhere over there in the distance. Then we had the Mellina that came by us. So I don't know which one it was. I would assume it was the one that was going back and forth in the distance that we're looking at right now. But yeah, I don't know when exactly it happened, if we were here or not. Probably not. Maybe it was after we were here. Theseus is owned by Costa Mare. Oh, it's operated by Evergreen. Huh. Wait, does it have Evergreen on? It doesn't have Evergreen on the hull, right? No, it's like an anonymous ship. Let's take a look. This is digital zoom, so it might be a bit shaky. Yeah, there's no real indication. I do see Evergreen containers, so it makes sense. Looper, money from Nova Scotia. Wow, all the way on the other side of the big pond from where we are. Good morning. So first up we have the Ro-Ro coming in a little bit, and we just saw this bulk carrier leave towards Colombia. This thing is going 17 days. It's nice to be out on the water again though. I'm happy. I can't believe the timing. Look at the sky, it's blue now. It was raining all morning. The moment I arrived, the gray is like clearing out for me. If I go to Antwerp, we can still see this is like the edge of the clouds. And if I go more inland, it's all gray, 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 and grayer. The container ship barely fits through the Suez. Yeah, that's usually the limits for building them, right? The Suez Canal. But yeah, we have this big boy coming our way. Should be here in like 30, 40 minutes. In other good news, I ordered equipment so I can stream when it's raining as well. This morning's rain was like, you gotta make sure you can stream, my dude. There is Panamax. Is there like Suezmax? I guess. Okay. In other news, we brought tea again today, which I will now start to drink. Suezmax is a thing. There we go. Hey, Chef Dave. Good morning. Alright, it's almost noon here, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night from wherever you're watching in the world. Here, my little teacup. Malacca Max, China Max, Seaway Max. Is there a max for like the bridge to reach the Baltic Sea? But then it's a height max. "20-meter draft, 84 meters width, and 68 meters air." There we go. A little tugboat coming as well. There she is. Ro-Ro. It's the Grande Detroit. On the way to, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to Antwerp. From Vlissingen. Well, it was anchored there probably for a bit. Oh, that's interesting. So for this ship it says vehicles carrier and not Ro-Ro. 176 meters long, 31 meters wide, 8.2 meters under the water, or in the water. Italian flag, yeah, all these Grimaldi ships seem to be Italian registered. And built in 2005, going 14 knots. It's just something we will add to the overlay and the message soonish. I just didn't have time to finish it yet. Saw another video on these Ro-Ros. It was one of the Hugh. How do you pronounce that? Ho? Anyway, the other, one of the big vehicle carrier shipping companies. Yo, why is my horn not sounding? Hey! The ship honked at you, Chef Dave. Thank you for the 33 months with Prime. Thank you. Thank you for the support, though. Stay here. So some of these ships have like movable floors. So they can like increase the height of a floor so they can transport like higher vehicles or bigger vehicles. But what I found the most interesting about it is that to move the floors, they have to do it like section by section with like a little simple lift, like a little scissor lift that lifts the whole floor up or lowers it down, and then it's just like locked in place. So that's really, you think, oh, there's like all kinds of fancy systems to automatically raise the floor and lower it, but it's like section per section and manually. It's a manual job. Although it goes very smoothly, it's still a job. It's come a long way. The ramp on the side is cool. Oh yeah, this one has a side ramp. I didn't even notice it yet. Yeah. See on point with the tracking. So it has a ramp on the back and at the side here. $4,632 cars. There you go. And some containers as well. Wait, they can stack containers? They have to drive them in then or something like that. Hey Lunette. You could also make the same calculation to us for the car units. Because one car is a specific length that they took for the siding on the sides. Destination is going to Antwerp. Oh, the sun is even coming out. Just fits him in the frame. That's the main ramp. Usually they use this ramp to load and unload them. Double folded. Like Mellina is gonna make another pass by us in a little bit. Oh, look at her shine in the sun. It's good. There's Mellina sneaking in behind the Grimaldi. Yeah, the sun is really coming through and I see clear blue skies ahead of me. I started a little bit later today because it was raining all morning. Even when I left the house, it was still drizzling. So I was a little bit worried, but I was like, I'm gonna risk it. They say it's gonna be nicer in the afternoon, so let's head out. And yeah, I'm glad I did because we have sun. The sun is good. So she's a dredge ship. She could potentially also be the ship that sucked up the World War II bomb on Monday. But the article didn't say which ship it was. Look at the waves bashing into her though. Still quite a bit of wind. You can clearly see it on the, or it could be the wake actually of the Grimaldi that she's riding through now. Huh. Interesting. 70V emotes are still not working. Stream buddy. I have to say, the ships look so much nicer when there's a little bit of sun on them. Makes them stand out more. Hopper Dredger. I'm gonna go ahead and assume she's empty. If you look at her bulge on the front, she's pretty high in the water. Or maybe she's dredging actually right now, but I don't think so. I think she's dredging in front of the coast and then she's dropping stuff off in Antwerp. At least that's how it looks from the tracking. It's interesting. Yeah, so this ship, for those who don't know it, this one can suck up sand from the bottom of the sea and then dump it somewhere else, or do the other way around, pick up sand somewhere and then spray it onto the bottom of the sea to basically create an island. If they keep doing the same spot over and over, they can literally create an island. But yeah, there's always a few of these dredgers active on the river to keep the shipping lanes deep enough. Is it front to break? No. This is not an icebreaker. I don't think icebreaker come here. I've never seen the river frozen over. But yeah, you can see all the conveyor belts on her back. Yeah, so this front bulge is just for fluid dynamic efficiency. It helps to brake the water in front of her, so she's more fuel efficient and stuff like that. Almost all big ships have it, but if they're heavily loaded, you don't see it. Icebreakers specifically don't have that. Yeah, they have to have a very sharp edge, right? Although I did see, dude, it was years ago when I saw that documentary about an icebreaker. Like, the hull is super, super thick. It's a lot more sturdy than your average ship. So it can take the pressure of the ice pushing up against it. Here we can even see onto the bridge. There's a dude standing there. Yeah, up the ice. Yeah. Another low rider. Look how low this one is in the water. Hey Theo, welcome. Hello boy. Let's take a look at the big ship that's coming our way. It says, I don't know the size of it actually. I think it's a 300 plus meter one, 51 meters wide, I believe. She came straight from Sri Lanka, Colombo. So she will be here in a little bit. And we'll see her go by. Can we get her stats on the overlay for a minute, Toast? I'd like to know. Ah, there he is, thank you. Oh, it's 368 meters. There he is, watching from work, hell yeah. Perfect second monitor content. So she's 368 meters long, 51 meters wide. Currently she's 15.8 meters in the water. It's pretty deep. Come all the way from Colombo, Sri Lanka. And it's sailing under the Malta flag, built in 2016. Every part of the ship has been replaced at least once. Why would you think that? So we'll see her in a little bit. Because it's ship of the... Oh my god. There's also another ship coming from Antwerp. That is a top joke. His jokes are very layered sometimes. Gotta really think about it for a minute. Also this red ship in the background. It's parked there, anchored. What type of ship is that? Is that a tanker? I think it's a tanker. Yeah, that's definitely a tanker. The Theseus, going from Colombo. What are the largest ship called if you compare? It doesn't really have a name, although I do think, don't they call it like ultra large? Damn, I saw it somewhere, I forgot. But yeah, The biggest ones are 400 meter, well, 399.9 meters long, and up to 62 meters wide. Those are the biggest ones, and almost all of them are container ships. Hey Hans, almost missed it. Oh, we have just started. We've only been live for 30 minutes. We have this big boy coming our way. And there's a few ships behind it that I would like to catch as well. Let me check the radar for a minute. So this one is not as big as it gets bigger. We had a 400 meter on Monday on the stream. Last ship of the day Monday was 400 meters, I think 61 meters wide. So that was one of the ultra large ones. Where's the radar? There it is. Oh yeah, CGM America. That's the one that I wanted to see. Hang on, let me check the radar for a minute. Here we are. So the America is coming. Wasn't there another one that I wanted to see? Or did that one already come by? Did I miss it? Theseus. Oh no, there, a bulk carrier, the bulk Poland. It looks interesting on photo. I don't know if it will be interesting here, but we'll see. That one should also already be in the view, actually. This one looks packed. Well, yeah, it came straight from Colombo. So Antwerp is now the first European port it stops at. So yeah, this will be a full boy. Wonder where the bulk Poland is then. Oh, that's probably it. Just in front of the Mellina. Okay, now he's gone. But yeah, indeed, this one looks pretty full. She's been at sea since October 19th. There we go. That's just under a month now. From Colombo to here. Yeah, she keeps showing up, Mellina, Hans. I know you like her. And coming from Antwerp, we have also this one. It is a container ship, right? Or on my eyes. Hang on, let me check. Yeah, it is a container ship. Take a look. There we go. These guys will hit the town. So, maybe a little fun fact. In Antwerp, there's a red light district. And it's called the Shippers Quarter. That's basically the nickname for it. And yeah, so you all know. You can all guess why it has the name Shippers Quarter. So it's coming to you, coming to Thames, UK. The Cape Altius, 185 meters long, 34 meters wide, currently 8.3 meters in the water. Cyprus flag, built in 2020. There you go. I was looking into emotes. I would love to make like little boat emotes of all the big shipping companies that we have here, but it's difficult. Because when you size down anything to the size of an emote, the details get lost. So it's, yeah, still thinking on what I want to do with emotes. We hate flags of convenience. I'm actually working on a YouTube video about flag of convenience because I think it's a very interesting concept that a lot of people don't know about. But yeah, it kind of is a little bit scummy. That's true. On the other hand, is yeah, internationally it's still allowed. So boom. I'm gonna switch back to the big container ship. She's closer than I thought already. Look at her being majestic. There she is. By the Cyprus flag. So, for those who don't know, flag of convenience is basically a ship is internationally mandatory. It's mandatory to register under a certain country. So it's done in something called registers. It's basically like if you have a car, you need a license plate. If you have a ship, you need to register it as well to a certain country. Now, a lot of countries have closed or quote quote normal registers, and that basically means that the company that operates the ship has to be in the same country as it's registered. But there's other countries who saw a big advantage in like, haha, we're gonna attract a lot of money, and they created something called open registries. And so basically you can register your ship even if your company is not located in a country in those countries. To make it even crazier, so for example, one of the biggest ones, I think is Liberia, and you can register with Liberia, but the company that does it, so the register is located in Virginia, USA. So you don't even have to go to Liberia. And then there's also, I think, which one is it? There's also one in London. I don't know which country it is. I had it from my YouTube script, but I haven't found the time to continue on that video. But there's a lot more to the whole flag of convenience. But indeed, the main reason is taxes, employment standards, regulations. It's all much more loose. But there is something now that was, well, it's existed for a long time now. That is like that if you go to a certain port, the port can also, so that country can then also apply certain rules of their port and inspections to that ship. So there's a little bit of extra regulation. But I think it's clear. Yeah, it's a very clear day today. I'm happy. Another cool fact about flag of convenience, if your ship is registered under the Bahamas flag, the captain is legally allowed to marry people, which is one of the reasons why a lot of cruise ships will sail under the Bahama flag, because then, yeah, they can upsell getting married on board by the captain, basically. Beer on left oil, there's a huge, I might not be able to film it properly today, because my car is here. But there's a huge Dow Chemicals plant here, so it's for ships to deliver stuff. But they also have a port on the other side of the pier with much more docking space. And honestly, I've never seen a ship dock there. They always dock on the other side, which is more away from the shipping lane than this one. But yeah, it's an option. And they make plastic here. I saw an article this week that they developed a new type of plastic, and they were super excited about it because this only happens every 20 to 40 years that they invent something like this. And I was thinking like, oh great, more plastic. They didn't give any details or specifics about the plastic, so maybe it's environmentally friendly plastic, but I don't know. I somehow doubt it because it's plastic. Hey Nostalgica, good morning. Well, good afternoon. Wow, look how full she is. We're gonna be a cool one to see come by us. Also, for those who don't know, we're also live on YouTube, !YouTube. If you don't want to see ads, you can switch to there. And I will also see your chat messages. I brought a croissant today, which I now eat. Nothing like the sound of waves to put you to sleep. Yeah, the crane's not here. I think they're done. I haven't seen them on radar all week, so maybe they're done. But yeah, it is a lot more enjoyable without the crane constantly making noise. Also, the wind is less than Monday. The wind was horrible. Yeah, that's why I wanted to see the bulk Poland Wildmaster. It will take a right-hand turn here, which is always cool to see. There's even another small container ship coming from the back. Yeah, I posted in my Discord as well, Hans. So they opened a brand new sluice here like a month ago. Both the King of Belgium and the Netherlands were there, a big ceremony. We were actually here streaming that day. Now what seems, the new sluice has two bridges, one at the front and the end. The bridges are not strong enough to last 100 years, so they don't open it, they don't use it yet. And now it's going to be at least until next year until they even start improving the bridges. The crazy thing is I drive over one of those bridges every time I come here. Very uneasing, the thought that the bridge is not stable enough. And then yeah, the other thing that happened here on Monday, well, we didn't see it, but one of the dredgers on the river sucked up a World War II bomb. Yeah, the article also said that it's uncertain how much more it will cost now and who's going to pay for it. So there's that. I think infrastructure project is the same everywhere. It's very hard to, there's always unexpected things that happen in infrastructure and construction. So I think it's very hard to estimate and budget and stay on budget, stay on the planning as well. Hey Snurdo, safety first, always wear a condom. $2,756 containers this thing can carry. Still overspending. Oh, it's a Hapag-Lloyd. No safety, smoking first. I also made that joke before. Except Dr. Mikkels. All right. This is a bigger one. Just a tiny bit bigger. For those who just came in, it came all the way from Sri Lanka, Colombo. Just under a month it took. Great minds. So yeah, she's 368 meters long, 51 meters wide. Currently 15.8 meters under the water level, which is crazy to think, right? How high is the container? Is that like 2.5 meters something, container? So it's like 5 containers under the water. Still in size. Only 14,000 TEU. That's not a lot actually for this size of ship. I guess it cannot stack too much in the hull then. Interesting. It is an older ship, 2016. High cube container or not. I mean just these standard sizes. Hey Doc, Mr. WD-40, the rocket spotter. So on the very big ones, Schnurdo, I learned that a lot of them can stack up to 12 layers on the deck, and then there's another 12 layers below the deck. So that's 12 layers that you don't see. It's my practice for tracking rockets. Yeah, if we ever get our rocket base here in Europe, I'm ready. We have the whole setup now. We have a decent camera that can zoom. But this is easy to track. It doesn't go fast. A Canon EOS R50 I'm using right now. I've also been using it to learn some photography. I'm very happy with it. Good entry-level cam. It would be cool to buy a full-frame camera at some point in the future. Well, we're not there yet. Also now in the distance we can see the bulk carrier that's coming towards Ghent. It's an interesting long boy. It looks very long, even though it's only 200 something meters. Quote, only. Look at her being majestic. It's always cool to see them very well filled up, these ships. Oh, another ship we missed this week, I think it was yesterday, but yeah, I had to work so I couldn't come out, was a pink one. A 400 meter long container ship that's pink. One of the challenges is plane spotting, really? How are they gonna do that with their crappy ass phone or action cameras? It's Moot, not that far from here. The pink one, you mean? I'm just hoping that it leaves like tomorrow, Saturday or Sunday, and then if it's daytime, I will want to catch the pink one. Even my daughter was excited when she saw it. She said, "Oh, it's all pink! It's so pretty!" They don't. That's the thing. They don't. Running ads. If you have ads, well, you won't hear it, but you can keep watching on YouTube. With a plane. I don't know. Kind of lost interest in that whole scuffed streamer stuff. Look how big she is compared to the one that we just saw coming from Antwerp. She's huge. But they can still get bigger. Same specs, not really. Disregard. Did somebody order something from Sri Lanka? Well, it probably also came from China first, and then it stopped in Sri Lanka to pick up some more stuff. There's a good chance it might be on this one. So apparently the company of this one is a subsidiary of Evergreen. I think we saw the Evergreen last week as well at some point. Make a little thumbnail for YouTube, and bam, 52 minutes. That will be the thumbnail for a YouTube video. It's green, yeah, but the evergreen green is prettier, right? If you see, look on the containers, it's a little different. It's a more brighter green. This is more like a darker green. Look at the sun reflecting on the bow. Oh, that looks cool. Big anchor, 2 bow thrusters as well. Looking at the line, she's pretty full. The ship of Theseus. You're the second one, DNL. You're the second one. Making that joke. So yeah, this is the point where I cannot get her in one frame anymore, unfortunately. There is a small ship though, look. A little bit of sense of scale. It's more teal, yeah? Although, nah, I think it's more green still in real life. Maybe the camera discolors it a little bit. Wow, she's so much. I can't wait to have a second camera on this setup so I can now have the wide angle shot so you can see her in full. Because she's so majestic if you see her in one piece. The monitor, yeah, it could also be the monitor, true. But it's still green, I wouldn't call it teal. Just a very darker tint. Yeah, that's one very full boat, I would say. It's not completely full. Evergreen, we saw an evergreen last week. Not the one that got stuck though. Now it's gonna berth another ship in a minute, so bear with us as the ship berths in the second container ship out of her belly. Now, last week was the Ever Mass, not the Ever Given. The Ever Given was the one that was stuck. She's about to birth. There it is. She's so big, she's just birthing out small ships. Also, this is the pink color. They also have pink containers. The Langness on the way to Rotterdam. Theseus, Valletta, Malta. Look at all these containers. In the storm of the coast, a bunch of containers fell off, so I had to free coffee washing up. Wait, was it still usable, the coffee, or was it just completely like drenched, or was the packaging waterproof? So here on the North Sea, I think it was in the 80s even, or even the 90s, a container full of Lego bricks fell off a ship. And up until this day, there's a certain beach in the UK where you can go and potentially find Lego pieces washing up from it. It was all vacuum sealed, so still great. That's amazing. So yeah, you can also find Legos in the UK from a container that fell. Yeah, there's a little crane ship, or barge actually. Maybe it'll come here in a minute. Oh, I love this shot. It's good. But yeah, we've had the stat in the chat before. I think it's about, was it 400 to 500 containers, or was it 5,000 to 6,000 containers fall off every year? I think it's in the hundreds. One with sports shoes, people for shoe scavenging in the north of Holland. Yeah, I think one of the popular pieces to find is a little octopus, which is kind of fitting. I think the barge is gonna take a right-hand turn here. Look at this barge, big poles. Look at that fat ass. You wanna see a fat ass? There it is. Happy we were able to catch this one. It's really cool to see them this fully loaded. Crazy that this thing floats. Yeah, it's crazy to think that there was it potentially like, it's probably like 10,000 containers on there at the moment. Ish. There she goes. Yeah, they have a little lift on it and a crane. So this is just a small ship pushing a barge in front of it. Going towards Ghent. AFK, gotcha. I'll hide for a minute. So I don't know if there's anything on it. There we go. This will probably be the biggest one of the day though that we see. Unless something else pops up from the port. I don't think so right now. Alright, let me check the radar as Theseus sails away. So you have the bulk Poland that's coming in. We'll see her take a right and turn in front of us. Then there's another, the CGM America, smaller ship coming. Behind her, it's just a regular oil tanker. Not that much stuff behind her. else do we have? Let's see. What are you? No, that's the bulk Poland. The tugboats are linking up with the bulk ship right now. Where's that? A buoy lighthouse vessel? Can I see it? See if I can spot it or not. Hang on. There's some ship with a crane on it somewhere, but it's docked. I don't know if I can spot it though. Maybe it's working on a buoy? I think that might be it. That thing in the distance. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, can't really see that much with the digital zoom. That's the big bulk carrier that's coming our way over there. As you can see, the tugboats are lining up with it right now. So it's probably gonna go a little bit slower until they're linked. Alright, let's see what else is there. Yeah. Oh, nope. Gonna film a tugboat. Hang on. Gloves. The VB Triomphante. V8, no, it's VB. All the tugboats from this company have VB in front of them. So it's not V8. That would be cool though. V8. The muscle cars of the water. Good use for old tires, exactly. I wonder if this one will also link up with the bulk. Although it's a little bit late to the party if that's the case. I think I do see the America. I think that's the CMA GCM America that's coming our way. Doesn't have the letters on her at the moment. There's also this little one that's, I couldn't see that one on the radar, or I missed it at least. And the bulk carrier's behind the pier there. Even from a distance, she looks so cool to look at, these big container ships. There's 5 tugs, something near the pressing room. Really? Man, that's too far out though. I don't think we can see. we can always give it a little swoopy swoop, but let me see on the radar. It's also in restricted maneuverability. Let me check on the radar, see what is happening there and where it is. Oh my god, oh, they're coming this way. What are they tugging? Erda, a platform. They're tugging an oil rig. Or some kind of drilling platform. Hey. Oh, that's it. Hang on. Now, this is gonna look funky, but oh no, that's not what we want. Hang on. That thing with those pillars. That's what they're tugging. We're gonna get blocked. Unfortunately, it's gonna go. Oh, we're not gonna see that much of it because they're gonna drag it over. Hang on, where is it? Where am I? With my view? Oh, much more. We're gonna tug it all the way over there. That's where they work on these platforms. As you can see, there's a few stationed over there, so I'm assuming they're gonna drag it there. You can see. We'll keep an eye out of it when it gets a little bit closer. But yeah, that is definitely it over there. Good catch on radar. Dude, if you know these things in advance, I would have driven all the way to Vlissingen or something. See Lange Jan? Left of the destination? Really? You think you can see that far? Let's try. Lange Jan is a tower, by the way. Let's first go to the spot. Let's see. Oh, is that it? Is that Lange Jan? That tower? Yeah, that's so you can see it when it's a very clear day. So if you now go to that tower, EG, and stand on it and wave at us, we might be able to see. Just kidding. That would be nuts if you could see that. I need a 700mm zoom lens for that. Anybody has a 2,000 euros? A laser pointer, just blur me from. That would be crazy. The signal mirror, yeah, that would definitely work. Reflection of the sun in it, yeah. All right, so we're waiting on the bulk. What was it? The Poland something? Forgot its name. Something with Poland in the name. And then there's also the America that's coming our way. If I look towards Antwerp, there's nothing really coming at the moment. I was checking radar when I got distracted by the oil platform. So let's go back. Let's see. Well, it's not an oil platform, it's some kind of platform. It looks cool on radar to see all the little ships in front of it. They're all tugging it. Okay, looking towards Antwerp. Small chemical oil tanker. Another small chemical oil tanker. Oh, what are you? No, you're a small boy. The pink ship is still being bunkered, so that's not gonna move. Checking out the container dock, nothing moving there either. No, quiet coming from Antwerp. All right. Hey, goat farmer. Just little, you missed the biggest one of the day, which was that one. So that one was came by earlier. Pretty well loaded, so pretty impressive. Yeah, I know the tugs are not doing anything yet. I believe that little boat could be is that a pilot boat? They forgot to drop off a pilot. Hey, come back. Dude, so much action going on now. We have the little platform that's being moved in the background, a few ships in front of it, the little potentially pilot boat. We have a big tanker coming on the left. It's a Vibo runner. You missed the small passing islands. You can quickly rewind on YouTube if you want to see it come by. Let me put on my gloves, chilly hands. The man needs to visit the toilet urgently. Linesman. You need a boat leader. And there you go. Oh, dude, it's going fast. He has a side window open. It's like driving his car. Arm out of the window, chilling. This little one that snuck in as well. Wonder if the AI can figure out what that one is that we're looking at. The Solero. There you go. Oop. Came from anchor, destination not available. I don't know, probably Antwerp. Chemical oil tanker, 150 meters. 23 meters, 9 meters deep. A Swedish flag. Ah, that's neat. Alright, let's switch to the bulk carrier. can tell she looks pristine, doesn't she? That is true. The bulk Poland. Also coming from anchor. I've seen this arrive like almost a week ago. This one has been on anchor for a while, I think. 230 meters long, 30 meters wide, currently 11.9, oh, so almost 12 meters underwater. Liberia flag and built in 2014. Fun fact, Solero is a Swedish ice cream with a fruity touch. Ah, the more you know. Then I wonder if this company has other ships that they also named after ice cream, because usually if they have multiple ships, they choose like namings in a certain theme. 15 years old. Yeah, but she looks really pristine. Look how good she looks. There's almost no rust. Everything is spick and span. Why would it need tucks? Because it's 32 meters wide? So it will like just fit in the sluice around the corner. There's a big sluice it has to maneuver into. But these will keep docked with him until he's berthed somewhere in the port of Ghent. So they will guide him all the way there. Just because of the size of the ship. And how heavy it probably is right now. Maybe one of the next streams I'll stand around the corner there, but the grass was wet right now, so it wasn't really feasible. And then I can also show you the sluices and when it enters the sluice. It's maybe a good one for maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll stand on the other side here of the parking lot if the grass is not too wet. And then we can show you also the sluice. So we should have another stream tomorrow. I don't know, before or afternoon, we'll see. Also hello to the peoples on YouTube. I also see your messages if you want to type. And if you're thinking this man is just talking to an imaginary chat, we're also live on Twitch. So you don't think I'm crazy. So I should clean my car, or at least spray it down. It's all muddy. It would be cool to see. Yeah, I'm definitely... I should make a little list of spots that I want to, because I have a whole list now of spots that I want to check out. Hey Toast on YouTube. Wow. Oh, damn it, I'm gonna be late. There's a whole flock of birds here. What are they doing? They can't decide. Are they gonna land? Steven is not impressed. It's like, what are these guys doing here? Oh, they land. Oh no, they're still going. Anyway. So this is not a bird watching stream. Oh, is that already the America? Yeah. Wow. He's picking up speed. people doing their lunch walks. He was here early. We started later. He was leaving when I arrived, but he was here every day, walking his doggo. Well, he has 3 dogs, so walking his 3 doggies. Hey Seppo, I see you. You remind me of, I think it's a Dutch television show, Captain Zeppos, which is also a captain. Zeppo. Looks like a small rope. I think it's just because we're pretty far away. The fact that you can see the rope means it's probably a thick rope. Yeah, ropes is to help maneuver it. The ship is still sailing on its own power and steering. And as I said, it's mostly around the corner here, getting it in the sluice, getting it out the sluice. Also guiding it through the canal, because there are some turns to be taken, not that many, and then berthing. But not all big ships that come in need it. So I think it depends on the type of ship and propulsion it has and stuff like that. It's Belgian? Okay. I was too young, or not even born yet, I think. Checking the street. What's up, dope? I think she's pretty heavily loaded, which is why she has 3 tugboats. I think when she's leaving, there are probably only 2 tugboats. Poland. There's also, she's about to overtake her, so I won't be able to film both of them. This is the CMA CGM America. America. It's a smaller container vessel. So she is 267 meters long, 32 meters wide. Also 9.2 meters in the water, but she can be a lot deeper. America. 4,043 containers. Well, of those small ones in the front, it could carry up to 4,000. That would be, if you stack them in a line, 24 kilometers of container, if it's just fully loaded. Let's switch back to the bulk one that's is about to take its right-hand turn here. Say hi to the captain. No, captain. If it sinks, you're responsible. I mean, aren't you responsible as a captain for your ship? Because like the guy that ran a cruise ship, well, like capsized the cruise ship in Italy, that guy got jailed because he left his ship. So they're not messing about. If you're a captain, you should be responsible. Not sure if this is ballast that's dropping or the anchors that's still dripping. I would assume it's ballast that it's cycling. Oh yeah, it's definitely ballast. If you look at the side there as well, there's also ballast being dumped there. She probably needs to be a little bit higher for the passage through the canal. Because apparently we have this new sluice now that's still not in working, but it will be at some point. So it can accept wider and deeper ships than before the canal. But the canal itself is not deep enough all the way to Ghent. So that means they actually need to deepen the whole canal out. But there's one issue, there's a tunnel underneath it. So they have to completely redo a tunnel with an active highway. So that's gonna be probably like a 20-year action plan. Because there's multiple tunnels underneath the canal actually, but the newest one is deep enough already. But it's the one near the town where I grew up actually. That tunnel is not deep enough for the new, deeper and bigger ships to come all the way to Ghent. She's so long. She's long and lean. That's what I will call the ship. Long and lean. So. Isn't more water an option? I don't think so, no. Got the tugboats. So she's taking a nice right-hand turn here. On deck, should be getting ready, right, for moorings. We love Ghent. Kinda. Still nobody on deck. Oh yeah, they're working on the gangway. Shit, hang on. I'm missing the good shot. Yeah. That's the shot. So yeah, if the weather is good tomorrow, I'll come out and I'll stand over there on that corner a bit more, and then we can see the sluices in action as well. Is there a light vessel this year? I have no idea. No intention of going. Oh, there's a guy standing on the gangway right now, above the water. In Rome, legally no, but the reason is silly dope. So this whole river, quote, the river where 400 meter long, 60 meter wide ships go through, like that one over there, is all nature area. And because it's a nature reserve, you cannot fly a drone above it. That's basically it. So that's the reason, but people still do it. We saw a drone guy last week or on Monday, I think. And people actually fly above these ships, which is crazy. There's definitely videos that you can find of people doing it on YouTube. The polluting drone, yeah, exactly. The ships might get startled by the drones. I mean, it would be more logical if they say it's industrial area and because of that you're not allowed to fly a drone above it, but making it a nature area feels really stupid to me. Filming in port, yeah. Although the Hamburg, there's a German streamer live streaming ship stuff in Hamburg. He's often in the port streaming it. Oh, look at those birds going across. But yeah, I'd love to stream in the port of Antwerp at some point, but I'm just scared that I will be just yeeted out of there. Yeah, the port themselves here is an absolute no drone zone. Also, if you look over there, there's a massive chemical plant. That whole thing is an absolute no-go as well for a drone. Fitting, this one is called Noordendiep. It's just, if I translate it literally, it's like northern deep. It's pretty deep, isn't it? And no, it's not sinking, if you've never seen it. It's kind of relaxing. That's why I do the ship spotting, because I think it's super relaxing. Well, to me it is at least. Noordendiep. The current draught is 3 meters. It's almost fully submerged. It's probably 5 meters high. It's 3 meters in the water. The weirdest ship. This is an inland ship. So they do sail the river here, but they will never go in open sea because they're not made for that. But these either go to Antwerp and then they can go all the way to Germany, Austria, the Balkans through the water. So yeah. Why did it sound like that? So inland ships mostly sail on rivers. Rivers have almost no waves and current. So they can go this deep, so it's cheaper, right? If your ship doesn't have to be as high to do the same amount of work, just by sailing this deep in the water, then why not? They don't have to, the reason ships are higher usually, the bigger ones, is because they have to be in seas and open seas and deal with waves and currents and all that stuff. A proper lowrider, yeah. But these don't have to deal with that, except here in the river a little bit. But I think if it's too heavy weather, then they will also not go this deep or sail when they're this deep. I think it's always cool to see when one's this deep. Hey, too awkward. Oh, these little birds make noises when they like yeet around. Wait, I lost them again. Oh, there they are. They almost like fade away into the waves. It's only when the sun hits them that you see them. Yeah, I'll show it in a minute, the chem. Or is that the one that we... No, that was the Noordendiep. That's probably the one that Toast just put on the overlay. Yeah. Sorry, that the AI just put on the overlay. The Chem Sirius. On the way to Antwerp from Taft, USA. Where the hell is Taft? I assume it's the East Coast somewhere. What's near Taft in the US? Anyone knows? 146 meters wide, 24 long, 24 meters wide. Currently 8.7 meters in the water, Liberia flag, and built in 2011. Where's the oil platform gone? No, it's still moving. Let's take another look. You remind me, I almost forgot that we had that thing going. So all the way in the distance, I don't think it's an oil platform, but it's some kind of sea platform at least, is being dragged into port. So that thing is moving right now. Let me just stay on a little bit. It's digital zoom, so it's a bit scuffed, but I do think, yeah, you see it move. Yeah, it's moving. because there is a port there that works on them. I don't know if they do repairs or whatever they do, but yeah. There's no more than 5 tugboats dragging and tugging that thing. The coast of Texas. Oh, so it came all the way from there then. A turbine building platform? Yeah. What camera is this? This is digital zoom, right? This is a Canon EOS R50. Oh, the boat is here. Hang on. With a 210mm zoom lens to 55mm. But yeah, of course it looks the best if you just do the optical zoom with the lens. I wish I could afford a better lens though. But they are super expensive. But if anybody ever wants to drop 3,000 euros, I'll get the craziest lens you can imagine. So you can see the moon from here. Even though the moon is on the other side of the planet right now, probably. This is the camera. The Cam Sirius is smoking. She's a smoky girl. Sorry, Johnny, you can't go to university. Any bottle lens. Yeah, it's not, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna. Stinky, I'll let you know. I already smelled one ship earlier. I don't know which one it was that I smelled, but there were definitely some good exhaust fumes that I smelled. Look how they're smoking. For all the new people in the chat here and on the YouTubes as well, don't forget to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube if you want to see more ship spotting stuff. As you can see, also we have ads in a minute, so if you don't want ads you can keep watching on YouTube. We have a bow thruster. Anyone on deck? Doesn't look like it. Everybody's nice and warm indoors. Dangerous cargo. No dangerous smoking cargo. Seems like the wind is picking up a little bit again. It's not as bad as Monday though. Monday was horrible. YouTube looks brighter, but it could be me. Maybe. Would surprise me, but it's possible. All the smoking cargo is not dangerous. All the way from the USA. Wait, is that a US ship as well? Yeah, there's US. Oh no, is that a Liberia flag or is it? Wait, hang on. Let me go up in the chat. Yeah, it's a Liberia flag. Never mind. It's missing the star. Yeah, the stars. It has the stripes though. Monrovia, Liberia. Probably never was there. Never been there. Oh no, we have a weird guy on YouTube chat again. God damn it. Talk English, my dude. I really need to... Toast, can you remind me to make you a moderator on YouTube or something? We post it in the Discord. Anyway, he disappeared after a few spams last time, so... Take another look at the oil. There's also another thing, like another platform type thing on the water there. I don't know what that is. Let's check. Oh, that one is going away from us. Yeah. You are in 440p? Gotcha. Hey, Uthi. Alright, and then let's see if we can. I know it looks scuffy, it's digital zoom, but it's not gonna come near us, so this is the best we have. There it is. It's getting a little bit closer. It still has a. It's about halfway between the city and the port where it has to be. But yeah, this is a platform that's being tugged by no less than 5 tugs around it. I do wonder what they are used for. Maybe it's just for building windmills offshore. We do have a lot of those. You can now see, I see 4 tugs around it. It's cool. Sorry for the shakiness, that's the wind bumping into the camera. Let's see, not much coming for now. Just gonna, yeah, that's another thing I might to do. Let's also want to multicast to Facebook, because I think there's a lot of people on Facebook that also be interested in this. Amsterdam to Amersfoort. Gotcha. So this is the one that you all missed, all the latecomers. We had this one in the beginning of the stream come by, which came all the way from Sri Lanka. It's a big boy. About 370-ish meters it was, just below that. But it was pretty well loaded. Another little inland ship coming in. Wait, that's what he was typing, Nostalgica? Aw. Hi man, I'm from Belgium. Netherlands, we're in the Netherlands. Sorry. Oh, hang on. Oh, that would have been a beautiful photo. Where is it? Dang it, I missed it. Wait, it's there. Look at this little bit of land is like lit up by the sun. AI translates to Dutch. Okay, it's fine. I speak Dutch. There's sun over there, but then there's dark clouds left and right. Looks cool. Also going towards Ghent to this one. After a lot of sun, now clouds are coming at us again. We might not be here for too long anymore, because there might be some rain coming soonish. But we'll see. What's up, Lukai? Here she goes. I really wanted to see the platform come a little bit closer still. Oh, this is something that we don't see every day. Ooh. That's a fishing boat. They usually stay on the coast near Vlissingen. That's something new. Yeah, I think we'll zoom in on it in a minute, but if I look at the other side, so this is all the clouds that are coming towards us. I think I have like another half an hour of stream, and then I think I'll probably be rained out. I'm still waiting on some gear to be fully waterproof. It's a boat from... Really? Is it? Looks like a handle the buoys. Oh, is that the buoy thing? Oh. Oh, it looked like the fishing vessel. I saw it earlier somewhere on the water over there. Maybe it's done now. Oh yeah, it is the buoy ship. Never mind, not a fishing vessel. The yellow crane thingy made me think it was a fishing vessel. My nephew asked if you've seen the boat of something. Not yet, not yet. I haven't seen him yet. Not yet. I saw rumors that he will arrive this weekend here actually. What's the date today? 14th. I think he arrives on Saturday. Spectre. Rotterdam is invading. What? You've been to that too often on ships. Are you still sailing, fella? Or are you done with sailing? Or will we at some point spot you on a ship? You'll have to come outside on deck and wave at us, if that ever happens. So this thing is a ship that lays buoys, or does stuff with buoys. That's how he looks at the journal. Yeah, so the boat arrives here on Saturday, well, for the local town. I wonder if it will do something with the buoy or will just pass. No longer serving as an officer. Okay, we do go there a few times. On the museum ship. Ooh, that's cool. I'm hoping that it has to work on this buoy, so we have something to look at for a little bit. Probably won't have to. Interesting ship though. It's a very big superstructure for the size of ship. It's very tall. Next year for the harbor days. Noted. I mean, I live 25 minutes from here, so I'm always around. I'm still waiting on a connection from somebody who works on tugboats that wants to take me on with the stream. One of the tugboats that goes to Ghent. And I will join him. We'll see the action of the tug being attached. Wishful thinking. We'll be sick though. Let's take 1 minute to look again at the platform. Still getting closer. Still see it a little bit better now. Nicely tugging along. So they have to go all the way over there. That's where the other platforms are also parked, so I assume it's going to be tugged there somewhere. Okay, it doesn't look like it's gonna work on the buoy here. Do we have the numbers of this ship? Or is those the... Oh, you see FK making lunch. That's why you don't have the overlay thingy. Oh, yeah, it's called... Oh, it's the Coast Guard Rotterdam. It says on the side even, Coast Guard. Well, the Dutch word for it. That's why, who was it? Rotterdam is evading Von Winkelhampen. That's why you said it. Sorry. The Orange Pride. There it is. The Rotterdam is on the way to buoyish operations there. So he's working on buoys. 44 meters long, 10 meters wide, 3 meters in the water. Wow, this one is built, this ship is as old as I am. 1987. Sailing under the Dutch flag. Of course, it's the Dutch Coast Guard. Look at that crane. Doing some buoy repairs, probably. Or buoy maintenance. Little boat. I think that one is going away from us, right? Can you even tell? No, it's going towards us. Wow, this one is also deep in the water. Let's check out. Where is it? Where is it? And there it is. There is our oil platform. Or any type of platform. I keep saying oil platform, but it's probably not correct. Oh. Look at that. The big container ship we saw in the beginning, so it has now like crossed around the land, but you can see it above the tree line. On the other side of the land tongue. Land tongue, is that it? Because yeah, if you look on the map, the river snakes around, and so it's now behind that piece of land. But it's so high that we can still see it. It's really cool. What is that green thing over? Is that another dredge? Oh yeah, another dredge. Is that Mellina? No, that can't be. We saw Mellina go out earlier. Dredges everywhere these days. It's very zigzag, yeah. I call it a snake movement. It like snakes around a few pieces of land. One of the other spots that I would like to check out for spotting is exactly where it is about right now. You can get really, really close where it is right now. About over there. There's a spot where you can stand next to the water like here. And it's really close to the boats. Even closer than we get here. That thing over there. Guess that there will be meandering. Oh, it's an inland container ship. See the little bridge all the way up. Funny. You have this little boat coming. Wow, this guy's flying out of the port. He's almost drifting. Look at his bow. They see me rolling. 20 kilometers an hour. Here's what this one is. Let me check the radar for this one, if it's even on there. It's the Hendrik 8 type of vessel, unknown. She's deep though in the water. I don't think that will work with the prefix 0. The number has a prefix 0, then it's the one number that we cannot use. We can use IMO and MSSI numbers of ships. That should work, I think. Maybe not. Not enough info. Thanks for trying with me. Yeah, some ships are weird like that. Okay, let me check the radar, see what else we have, or if we are about to wrap it up maybe. Not sure yet. But I think a lot of big stuff has passed now. So coming up on the coast, that's still pretty far, is the MSC Ornelia. It's also not that big. And interesting, nothing. Coming from the port, check. No. Nope. Yeah, I think we are about to wrap things up slowly. Hendrik 8. Oh, Hendrik 8 went out of view. There she is. Check what's on board of this thing. Oh, is it pushing? Oh, it's pushing. Oh, so Hendrik is just the vessel behind it. And it's pushing another kind of like barge type thing along. Pivot. The little boat that could. True. Let's take one more look at the platform. There it is, being tugged along. No. Zoom. There she is. Oh, I wish this would come by us. That would be sick. Unfortunately, it won't. Hendrik's barge #1. I know we're about to hit ads. Let me snooze them. Yeah, there we go. Yes, snoozed. All right. I think I'm about to wrap it up for today. We saw some big boats, but there's not much else coming in right now. So yeah, I think it's better to wrap it up, and then we'll be probably back tomorrow for another stream. I'll also keep an eye out if there's any interesting ships that are coming in or going out. As always, bloop. Oh, the outro thing won't work today, actually. The Energy Endeavour. The ship is a platform. It's 68 meters long, 79 meters wide. It has no draw. It was built in 82 and it has the Liberia flag. Yeah. No, what I was about to say, drop a follow. I'll be back tomorrow or on Saturday. We'll see. Depends a bit on the weather. And yeah, fun to be by the river today, and see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.